Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. Today's a rough day. I got barely any sleep last night, so I'm extremely exhausted. But I wanted to do the Sephora recommendations for you for skincare. And kind of like in case there's any hair care or anything in there, I don't think there's hair care, but there is one item that I don't think it's skincare, but it's kind of in the realm, and I'll explain in a second. But um I wanted to bring this to you because, well, first of all, I had a few people that were interested in hearing my thoughts, and I have a lot of items here that I am truly in love with. So I don't really have a particular order, really, but I wanted to put some products on my face. So what I would normally start with, and this is the stuff that I'm currently using right now. Normally, the item I would usually start with, it would be a toner or an essence, one or the other. I don't use them both in the same skincare routine. But the first one would either be the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner. So normally I would put either this on my skin because it's so beautiful. I love the scent. It's like that watermelon scent. It's got a very watery texture to it. You can see it's very liquidy, and it truly feels amazing on my skin. I actually had a mini size of that. I want to say last year. I think it was last year or early this year. I think it's last year. And I finished it up, and I actually missed having it in my skincare routine. So I went and for the Sephora sale, I bought this last year. So that's why I have the full size of that. And the other thing that I would use if I wasn't using that, sometimes I go back and forth just to keep my skin on its toes. That does not make sense, but you know what I mean. But I would use the it's a kombucha facial treatment essence. And this is the jumbo size. It's the biggest one. And it's very expensive, but completely worth it. I'm just going to put a little bit of lip balm on right now. And I'm going to use the Kosa Sport in the shade Rush. I wanted to do a few of these things on screen with you, just so that you could see what the product looks like and performs like. Some of these will really feel great. And I just wanted to share that with you. But of course the lip thing it's more like a makeup thing, but it is like a lip balm with a tint. So you could put it in skincare too. But it has one of those, same thing like the toner from Glow Recipe. It's got the little hole in there. It's a very like liquidy, you can see it's like basically liquid. I just put a little bit in my hand, a couple of drops, nothing too crazy. Don't know if you'll even be able to see that. And then I just put it in my hands, and then I press it onto my skin. And oh my God, it feels so good. I gotta get my hair out of my face. But it feels so good. Oh. And the smell. The black tea smell, oh my gosh, I love it so much. My bottle is, sorry, so tired. My bottle is a little bit dusty because of course I keep it in the bathroom, and I should have wiped everything off before I started this, but I apologize. I am not at my best right now. And then the next thing I would usually do would be a serum. So the one that I'm currently working on right now, and the one that I feel like is my favorite serum, because I have dry skin. I have oily skin in my T-zone, but for the most part, my skin is dry, very, very, very dry. So I go for hydrating serums, and I use the Drunk Elephant B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum, which looks like this. I also love the one with the orange cap on it, which is the vitamin C one for the morning. So if I could afford it, I would have both, but I can't afford it. So, and I'm just being completely honest, these are quite expensive. This one is about $63 to $65 Canadian, and the vitamin C one is about $103 Canadian. So, and you also get 2 bottles that you have to mix when you go to start using it, because it will go bad a lot faster because of the ingredients in it. It will just turn way faster than something like this would. So this one says it's good for a year from the time of opening. Those, I can't remember what the orange one was. I should have brought it. I only have a little mini, but I get the tiny ones that come at the holiday for Christmas when they're like little samples, or like if it comes in a 100-point perk, I will snatch that up as fast as I can, because that's about the only way that I can get it without like breaking my bank. I would love to be able to afford it, and I'm actually seriously considering getting a full size for the Sephora sale, but I don't know why I just can't do it. I think it's because the value, like the quality is good. It really helps my skin, but I know I can afford this one, so I continually use this one, and it's very hydrating. But the other one is so good, but yet I just can't because of the value, the price. It's too much. But you get 50 mils in here, which I feel like is a very good value for the price you're paying, even though it's a little bit more expensive. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Drunk Elephant products, but you turn the lid and then this pops up, and then you just pour it out onto your hand like that. So I use about that, maybe sometimes a little bit more, about 2.5, 3 pumps. And it looks like a moisturizer, but it's a lot more wet than a moisturizer. And then again, I just gently put this all over my face. Oh my gosh, this is feeling so good right now. My gosh, I really needed to do this. But it's so moisturizing and so hydrating, and my skin is so parched that this is just the nicest thing on my skin. And as you age, your skin will probably get a lot drier and drier. It doesn't matter what your skin combo is like right now. Just as you age, you lose that hydration in your skin. So it's always important to make sure your skin is hydrated, but not too hydrated. So that is another one that I absolutely am obsessed with. I'm just going to grab a mouthful of some coffee. And I think I'm going to put my hair up because this is quite annoying. Okay. I have another sort of essence tonery type serum thing. It says, okay, so Shiseido Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate. I think this is considered a serum. So you could also use this as well, but this is so good. Again, extremely expensive. I think something like this size, which is 10 mils, is like $30 value pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's very expensive. I can't quite remember, but this is just the small sample. And again, this is something when I see them like this, or if they're in a kit like of favorites, I always grab it because these are so good. And I guess it would be valuable for me to, instead of buy a $70 kit, just buy the item if it's like $80 or whatever, especially on a sale. But for some reason, I just can't wrap my brain around that much on one item. I don't know what it is. I will gladly spend it on this. This was like, I think for sure over $100 for sure. And I have no problems paying for that because it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. But I don't know what it is about this or the orange version of this. I think I may just have to get the orange version and just call it a day because I will definitely use it and my skin loves it. But the Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate, this one is unopened, but I will open it for you guys so you can see the product is like very white in there. I'll put a little on the back of my hand because I won't be putting it on my face. But you can see that it's just a very, very wet texture. So it's like almost in between like a serum and a toner consistency. I guess it depends on the serum. Some serums are like this as well, but it's so nice. Let me see. It has a very small light fragrance, so I love the fact that it's not too potent and it's not it's like not overpowering. You know how some fragrances can be overpowering? This is very delicate. All the things that I use are quite delicate with the exception of the watermelon one. This one, even though, well, yeah, the fragrance can be, depending on how sensitive your sniffer is, it can be overpowering. But I do feel like it's gentle enough. Like I really like a soft scent, whether it's sweet, whether it's earthy, whatever it is. I really like a soft scent, but I want to enjoy it on my face. But when you put it on your face, your nose is right there. So it's gonna, like, the fragrance will be right on your face and right at your nose. So I just don't want something that's incredibly overpowering with scent. And also fragrance is not good for your skin either. That's just going to dry you right out. Let me see what else I have here in order. I guess we can talk a little bit about some cleansers. I have only a couple with me right now. I actually used through a ton, and I had one that I don't think is sold at Sephora, so I don't have it here, but it's very good. The one that I'm using right now is the Peter Thomas Roth Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel. And this is a very abrasive cleanser. And I say very abrasive for my skin because I have sensitive dry skin, but also oily T-zone, and I wear a short ton of makeup. You know what I mean? I didn't want to say that word there, but I wear a ton of makeup. So when I wear heavy makeup, which is Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, this is the thing that I use to remove my makeup at the end of the night because I know it'll take everything off. I don't even need a second cleanser. However, I do use double cleanses, but this one's fantastic. The pricing is great. You get 250 mils, and I think it's not even $60 in Canada. Highly recommend. Obviously, I recommend all these things. I also recommend the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Botanical Cleansing Oil if you're looking for an oil cleanse, like a first cleanse, to just really lift all of the makeup off your face and then really get in there and get right into the pores, then use the Peter Thomas Roth. You will not have an ounce of makeup left on your face. They are so good. This one smells so delightful. I really enjoy the scent. Oh, it's almost like spa-like. The scent is very spa-like, but it's also very nighttime-esque. So when it says Midnight Recovery Cleansing Oil, you definitely want to use this at the end of the night because it will give you that really beautiful, it's almost like when you go for a massage and you can smell all those scents in there. That's what this is like. It's beautiful. And it says it's for all skin types, and it has squalene, evening primrose oil, and lavender essential oil for all skin types. So very, very good. That one is, I have to keep these separate because I'm not using some of these right now, and some of them I am using. So I'm trying to keep everything separate, and it's a mess. So the next thing I want to mention for cleanser is the Shiseido Clarifying Cleansing Foam. Now this is just a teeny tiny mini, but I have 2 full sizes in my setup back here. So I want to try and go through some of these little minis first, and then I'll start opening up the big ones. But I use about 3 to 4 cleansers at a time because it depends on if I'm using one in the morning, if I'm using one in the middle of the day, if I'm using one at nighttime, and I just switch through until something is gone, and then I'll bring another one in. But I always have about 3 or 4 cleansers going at the same time. This one is always in my collection. Every single day, every single time I need to do my makeup, I will always have one of these on hand. I usually switch, so this is a very light cleanser, as is the next one I'm going to talk about. So this one would be something that I would use if I'm wearing extremely light makeup, or if I am washing my face first thing in the morning, or I haven't worn makeup for the day. Then I would use this kind of cleansing, what is it called? Cleansing foam. It's such a beautiful cleanser. Really enjoy this. It's got almost like a moisturizing feel to it. It's not a gel. This one's a gel. Gel's very abrasive on my skin. But the moisturizing cleansers are so fantastic. Now, that being said, I also love the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser. This is from Youth to the People. And of course, I love it because I have this massive refill. I actually have the other one in the bathroom, and then I have 3 or 4 minis back here. Every time I have the opportunity to grab it, I will. I even got it free for my birthday gift. I didn't actually want that, but the other things were not something I was going to use as much as I would use this. So had to get it. The scent on this is so beautiful. It's, yeah, again, like a cucumbery, it says green tea, spinach foods. Maybe it's the green tea I'm smelling. I love the tea smell. You can tell I have black tea, I have green tea. Like I love that fresh tea smell. Oh, it is so stunning. And I'm going to tell you, it is a softer gel cleanser than this is. Much softer on the skin. However, this is more effective. So this is something that I would use on a light makeup day or a no makeup day or first thing in the morning. This is something that I would use to get everything off. It will take everything off. I do want to read you what it says on here. So it says anti-wrinkle technology helps visibly brighten with glycolic acid, salicylic acid, citric acid, extracts of peach, white oak, bark lemon, lime, linden, grapefruit, and adenine. Yeah, and this is for all skin types except sensitive, which I have sensitive, and I still use it, and I don't get, so my skin gets very sensitive right here. When I use anything, it gets inflamed and red and rashy. It does not happen with this. So even though I have sensitive skin, I am able to use this. But if you have extremely sensitive skin, please do not buy this. And if you are buying it, that is at your own risk. But I am not advising you to buy it. And neither is Peter Thomas Roth, the company. But this one, I would definitely recommend that you try. It is fantastic. And it comes as a refill. And you can get the other size jar. You can get minis. These come in kits from Sephora, so if you're looking for something just to try, definitely recommend trying this one. I love it so much. So those are the cleansers. Now, the most important thing for me is to make sure that I have, so these are going to be 2 items, and for this one reason. I want to have very smooth skin that takes off all the dead skin cells and everything, but I need to make sure that my skin is safe from the sun. So when you're stripping your skin of dead skin cells and everything, you want to make sure that you've taken some layers off your skin. There's not as much protection. You should always have that SPF, but I want to talk about the abrasive thing that is going to take off the dead skin cells and make your skin feel so baby smooth. So this is, again, Peter Thomas Roth. It's the Firm X Peeling Gel. I have tried multiple. I'm very fortunate that my friend Valerie sent me a couple of different samples from other brands of similar items to this, peeling gels. So you put it on your face. It's like, what would I say? It's the same kind of consistency as this. Almost exactly the same consistency as that, like, serum or whatever you want to call it. So it's very, very liquidy. It's almost got like a little bit of a white tint to it, but it's very, very liquidy. So you put it on your face where you want to focus. You don't put it on your eyes, but you put it on the parts of your face where you want to really lift the dead skin cells up. So you apply it and you just circular motions, and you will start feeling the dead skin collect and peel off of your skin and just into little balls all over your face. It feels satisfying because you know stuff is coming off, but it's also like, ew, that's disgusting how much is coming off. And I have done it sometimes twice in a row, which is a little too much, I'm going to be honest. You should never want to do this twice, because even though it's gross, you can feel that stuff coming off. Sometimes I feel like I think I need to go in again, because if that much was coming off, there's probably still more to come off. But I've already taken a good amount off, and I don't need to go in too crazy. So just be very careful and mindful about what you're doing to your skin, because you don't want to have it so sensitive to the point where your skin will burn intensely from being outside, or it's so sore and irritated from so much skin being removed that you can't put makeup on or anything. So it's just feeling unpleasant. So just be very careful and mindful. But all you need is a little bit in your hand. I think it says, okay, peeling gel visibly rolls, lifts, and sweeps away impurities when massaged into skin. 100% exactly accurate. So it says multi-action pineapple, pomegranate, and keratinase enzymes. I don't know how to say that word. And cellulose effectively peel to help uncover a smoother, fresher, newer looking complexion. So yeah, it takes off the impurities and unclogs your pores. Apply a generous amount to clean dry skin. So what I do is I wash my face before I go into the shower, or I bring a cleanser into the shower with me. Then I put this on my face and I just have at it. Like, I just give her. And I go all over, especially around my nose area, my forehead, and around my mouth and around my chin. I find that and the sides of my face, actually, which is really strange, lots comes off of here. But there's spots in my face where not a lot comes off of, which is usually around this area or like around my brow area. I don't find that there's a lot of the dead skin there, but those other areas, I find that there's tons. Sometimes I will even use it on my chest. This is so fantastic. Please, if you're going to try something, try this. It's so good. Highly recommend. I have one in my shower. This is my backup. I have probably 2 more backups. Oops. Sorry about that. I'm getting a little excited. And then, of course, whenever you are stripping your skin, and it should be any day, but especially when you strip your skin of some of those dead skin cells and everything that is like kind of protecting it, you want to go in with an SPF, which this one has been my favorite so far. I know it's super hyped and everything like that, but I have found that it has been probably the best thing for my skin and the thing I enjoy most wearing it under makeup. So I do all of my skincare routine, then I will apply a generous amount of this, and then I will start my primer and makeup. So I'm going to show you this. It's unopened, brand spanking new. I went through one of these and a couple of the mini ones last year because I just was so obsessed. So I bought this at the last Sephora sale, but I will show you. You should be using multiple finger lengths. I'm going to just show you 2 right now because I'm going to be going out to the store, so I want to make sure I use my SPF, but you should be probably using 3 finger lengths of this and do your face and your neck. So you get a good lather. It's going to be a lot. I'm going to be honest. You're going to be like, holy crap. But if you want to really protect your skin, this is how much you need. Okay. It's a lot. And it will absorb, but you probably will have a lot left over. And then you let it soak into your skin before you do your makeup. I'm not going to wear makeup today because, let's be honest, I don't feel like it. But yeah, this will all, you can still feel it. It'll still be a little bit like moisturizing feeling on you, but yeah, it definitely absorbs well. Oh my god, I can't talk, sorry. And then I'm going to do whatever's left on the back of my hands, because when you're driving and everything, your skin is always showing, and I have lots of spots on the back of my hands for that reason, because I drive with one hand on the top of the steering wheel usually. All right. So that's all I'm going to be putting on for you guys today, except for eye cream, which is something really important that I want to discuss. There's actually two things that I would like to discuss. One is really shocking to me. I didn't realize how much I liked it, but eye cream I feel like is super important, especially when you're aging. It's just so important to have hydration. That being said, you don't want to overhydrate because you will get milia. It will clog your pores and you will start to get milia, which are those little white bumps under your eyes and on your eyelids and stuff like that. So just be really careful. I am going to keep that SPF out though, because I don't have one currently. So the eye cream that I want to talk to you about, it's actually not an eye cream, it's a wrinkle corrector. So this is the Murad Targeted Wrinkle Corrector. I believe this is on Sephora. Please let me know in the comments if you've seen it there. I know Murad is on Sephora, so I'm hoping that this is on the site. I did not look. I know the rest is, but this is the one thing I'm not sure of. But I would like to wear this today. So it is a Target Wrinkle Corrector, and it says use AM and PM, apply a thin line directly to wrinkles, gently pat into skin and let dry. Avoid contact with eyes. So I can't remember where I got this, but I was super excited to get this little guy. I think someone sent it to me, but I can't remember. And I just use a little bit on my ring finger. You can see it there. It looks just like an eye cream, but it's a wrinkle corrector. And then I take it on my ring finger and I apply it where I have a lot of crow's feet happening. And I also put it a little bit under the inner portion of the eye because I'm really getting wrinkles there. And I feel like it almost makes them more invisible. I don't know what it is, but it's almost like a blurring. Do I have an eyelash there? I think I picked it up. But it's almost like a blurring wrinkle situation. I'm not saying it's going to get rid of your wrinkles right away or anything like that. Over time it could probably help, but again, it's all that hydration, and this is the thickest cream that I have come across, and I would definitely purchase that. So I have to remember when I'm talking about this, like what I need a backup of. Would I rebuy this, or would I have this in my collection? Yes. So I have to think about that. I might have to check that out when I'm done this video. But my two favorites currently are the Belif Moisturizing Eye Balm. Now this is the best bang for your buck. If you're going to look for a really moisturizing, sorry, I gotta do this with my shirt because I can't use my finger because I have like all these moisturizers and stuff on it. There we go. Ooh, okay. So the Belif Moisturizing Eye Balm is 25 mils. So usually they're 15 mils for eye cream, but this is 25 mils. You have the little top hat situation going on, and then there's this little lid that keeps it from drying out, and then you get all this beautiful product in here. This is so amazing. I love this, and I always have this in my collection, and I will always buy this. That's another thing I probably need to repurchase. But another one I wanted to talk to you about is the Sunday Riley Auto Correct Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream. Now this is a very expensive eye cream, but I got it on sale. It says apply morning and evening with ring finger, apply to entire eye area and a gentle patting motion. Now you do have to be careful. Some eye creams say only to use underneath. This one in particular says it to use it around your entire eye. So just make sure that you're reading the instructions on your products as you're using them. But this is what this product looks like, and this one is a 15 mil. It looks a lot bigger, almost a lot bigger, I guess, to me in my mind. I'm like, wow, that's huge. But it's this massive cap, right? So, but there's 15 mils of product in here, and I really love this. I can't really show you anything because it's brand new, and I don't want to open it or take product out of it or anything. But it says with caffeine, lutein, I think it is, lutein and horse chestnut. I don't know what horse chestnut is. I don't know what lutein is, but we all know what caffeine is. And we know that caffeine is really good for depuffing and brightening under the eyes. So this is very good. Just so you guys know if you're looking for an eye cream. But those are the items that I had to talk to you guys about today. I actually have one more that I want to talk about, which is sort of an honorable mention. And that is the MAC Fix Plus in coconut. I use this usually before I put all of that stuff on my face because it's the most water-based, even more water-based than the toner and stuff like that. But I love this. Even for after I do my makeup, if I have a lot of powder on my face and I want to bring life back to my face, I use this as a finishing spray. But I also love this just on my bare skin. So just an honorable mention I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for everyone who showed interest on my Sephora recommendations video. I've never done one of those really before that I can think of. So I just wanted to make sure that I brought you guys items that I feel are a repurchase for me all the time. Something that has helped my skin, made me feel like I have the hydration and the plump still left in my skin to give a bit of a youthful effect, even though I know you're not going to fix everything. You're not going to anti-age yourself completely. There's no way that could ever happen. Aging is aging and it's going to happen without cosmetic surgery. But I'm perfectly happy with all these items. Oh, I forgot the one. I forgot another one. And so I will tell you about this. Oh, I was going to put it on today too. That's okay. So this is the Isle of Paradise vegan friendly and cruelty free medium self tanning drops for face and body. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys about this one. I am so sorry about the extension twice of this video now. So basically this is just tanning drops. It has a dropper. I've used this already. I used this I think yesterday, but I only take like 2 or 3 drops and that's really all you need for the medium shade. And you add it in with your moisturizer and you really moisturize into your skin really, really well. I would do these, if you're going to be wearing an SPF as well, I would do it with the SPF as your last step so that you know you're not going to be putting on moisturizer and then SPF and then moving all of that around again and get streaks. So use it as your last step, like put it into your last step item. So if you're not wearing sunscreen that day, which is silly, no offense, but if you remember, great, use it in your SPF. But if you don't remember, use it in your moisturizer. Add a couple drops, mix it all around in your hands, put it all over your face and neck. Make sure you get your neck where your clothes are going to sit because you don't want to have a ring and then have your shirt open like this and there's a huge ring of tan. So just be mindful about what you're wearing. And then also you can put it all over your body as well, but I just use this one for my face. I really enjoy this product. I think this is my favorite one. I've tried multiple and this is the one I keep going back to and buying the full size of. So I just wanted to make mention because it is much better to tan in a bottle than it is to tan in the sun. So, okay, that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what your favorite skincare item is, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.